Keep it on the level. Keep it on the level. I'm climbing up the.
What's going on, Nasteey Nation? It's Nasteey. In today's video, we're going to be playing some Rakan support patch 9.9 after all the changes. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I actually have not tested these changes whatsoever. I'm optimistic about them. My predictions were that the champion would go from about a 46% win rate to like a 48 or 49% win rate maybe. So again, I'm being optimistic. I'm hoping that this is going to make him better, obviously. I'm not sure if it's going to make him super good again, but we'll just have to kind of give it a try. Only time will tell. Anyways, if you guys go on to enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like on the video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We already have a invade going on here, so that should make things interesting pretty early on. So let's go over my runes real quick. So there's a lot of different viable rune pages out there. This has always been my favorite Rakan rune page. It goes Guardian, Font of Life, Bone Plating, Revitalize, that Precision of Mine with Tenacity, 1 CDR rune, 1 Armor rune, and then 1 Health rune. So the reason that I picked Rakan this game, kind of unfortunate that I have Rakan this game and not an AP mage because we need some AP this game. But the reason that I wanted to go Rakan is because we have a pretty late game centric team comp for the most part. Yasuo, Vayne, Nasus all late game. Lee Sin's kind of just an odd pick in there because he's not super late game. He's all about the early game, right? That's kind of my my idea is why would I want to play a super aggressive support champion that wasn't going to really work with my ADC. So the lane phase may be a bit boring. I think it might be a little bit repetitive. It's gonna be a lot of walking up and kind of just hoping that I hit them with my Q. Be the best way to proc spell thieves. I also think that coin probably would have been the best bet this game. Get some action here. I don't think fighting was a good idea here. Yeah, fighting there is definitely not a good idea. Anyways, what I was saying though is coin. Coin's probably what I would have gone for this game because it's a pretty late game focused lane. We're not looking to be aggressive in the lane phase. At least I wasn't expecting to. Vayne apparently had some other ideas. And that's kind of what you do on Rakan is based on the matchup. You go coin in passive matchups and both these in aggressive matchups. But as I mentioned earlier, we don't have any AP this game. So I'm hoping that even though I can't provide a ton, I'll be able to provide some. Enough, maybe. Potentially, we'll see. They do have a slight advantage on us because Vayne wasn't the one that got the kill, and Kaisa was the one that got the kill, and she was able to cash in that gold. Luckily, it was just Boots. So Boots isn't going to make it so that she can kill us any easier. It's just going to make it so that it's hard for me to land my W. A little frustrating, but no worries. Also, something worth pointing out, in that fight, I did not have my Guardian available. I procced it earlier when Nautilus was looking for a trade. Got a fairly long cooldown. Here, just gotta make sure I help my DC out with these last hits. Got a couple of them, that's alright. Even though I do have a kill, I haven't cashed in my gold, so I can't act like I'm any stronger than I was. I don't think I'll be getting a recall in for a while either, because Vayne still has pretty much no gold. I think my main focus this game, or at least in the lane phase, is going to be poking with my Q, sustaining with the Q, and then counter-engaging if Nautilus is ever able to walk up and auto-attack for the stun, or land a Q on Vayne. Hopefully that's not the case though. I can potentially look for some small trades just as a way to kind of test the waters and also proc some spell thieves. Maybe something like right here when I have a guaranteed knockup. That this fighting from Kai'Sa's or Vayne is not good. After the initial trade there, I'm out of my abilities. I can't do anything else. So Vayne is twice now kind of made some very poor decision making as far as we should be fighting. The trade actually went really good though. It went exactly as I wanted it to. It's just afterwards, we just need Vayne to back up, which is frustrating, but end of the world. I'll finally have time to get my recall in now. The reason that I was able to have that guaranteed knockup, though, as you might have heard I said that, and the reason it was guaranteed is because I knew Kai'Sa was going to go for the last hit on the minion there. Made it a pretty dead giveaway that she's going to be standing still for a split second in that exact location. Made for a pretty free W. Mine was just a W, auto, Q, and then E back out. The first of my dashes of my E actually got stopped by the Nautilus, but I had another one. So I wasn't too worried about it. It just goes back to the fact that Vayne was fighting afterwards, which is really, really unfortunate. I am on a Smurf account, so I have to kind of expect these players to not be as good as kind of the people I see in my main account games. Can't expect them to know exactly what I'm expecting out of them at all times, which is okay. Wave is actually going to push if Vayne stops auto-attacking it because of how aggressive they're playing. An okay trade there. We don't do a lot of damage, but I proc all my spell thieves, and that's fine. Yeah, Kai'Sa's been pushing this wave in, so if Vayne kind of just lets them push, that'd be good. We don't want the wave to be anywhere other than right here, pretty much, because they are ahead of this game. They're about 800 gold up or something like that. It should also be hitting 6 before us. We have to watch out for that as well. As far as the Rakan changes go, we haven't really got to talk about it too much. I talked about it at the very start of it, of this video. I haven't talked about it too much because most of the changes are going to be with the R. Of course, I'm not 6 yet, so we haven't been able to test that out yet. That'll be more of a late game thing that we get to talk about. I believe this Nautilus has not been landing too many of those Qs, so I haven't been able to push their advantage too much. I think if Lee Sin comes down, we could potentially do something at 6. Actually, even pre-6.
Executed.
6 we win. That I don't know about. This is still a late game team comp. Vayne is much better later. Rex has got some good damage. It's not necessarily a lane bully. Alright, so that right there is what you pretty much want to be doing at all times. As someone like Rakan. I just counter engage. My job isn't to go on the Nautilus that is engaging on my Vayne. My job is to go on to the enemy ADC and prevent her from following up. Okay, so we are 6 now. The main thing I need to keep in mind is that I cannot RW combo immediately. I have to wait half a second before I can do it. Come to think of it, that can make things pretty difficult because Kai'Sa will have time to ulti. Alright, so I think that was a pretty good time to go in. I think if Vayne follows up, we probably get a kill there. The way I saw it, they had big cooldowns they were waiting on, so it was a good time to counter engage. They're also right in our face. It was a pretty easy counter engage as well. Picked up the movement speed from the Nautilus, ulted him, and then went to W the Kai'Sa. That worked out pretty well. I actually am very surprised though that Lee has not been down here yet this game because of how pushed they've been all game long. And unfortunately, we're falling even further behind in CS for some reason. Even though we haven't had any major threat, we should push in this wave. They recalled already. Yeah, they have not been doing a. Oh wow, they didn't. Where did they go then?
An enemy has been slain.
Okay. Well, still, it's a good thing that we pushed in that wave. What I was saying though is they have not done a very good job at all of pressuring their lead. So there should be no reason that we should be 40 CS down right now. That's actually absurd. No reason at all. We're gonna go for a Zeke's this game. Grabbing the Shroud first for that armor and that CDR. That'll help a little bit more in these fights. May look to roam here. The wave is pushed into our tower. So Vayne is not going to be in any danger right away when she gets to lane. Also, I think they just now recalled. So even though mid is pushed in, I want to see if I can get something done here. He has ulti. So if I do like a flash, wait half a second, and then ulti on the Akali, this is a free kill because he has to press. I just saw the animation of like her being there, and the fact that I hit her with my ultimate. That made me. That basically told me that I could hit my W right then and there, backed up, and then just threw my Q out where I saw her originally. Picked up the kill. I would have rather that gone to Yasuo, but I don't know what sum she has. I don't know her chances of surviving there. I'd rather somebody gets the kill rather than nobody gets the kill. I think I'm going to help Yasuo push in this wave real quick. That'll help him get a faster recall. Get back to lane faster. Vayne just has to chill in the meantime. She does not have to do anything. That wave will push back in. Be fine. We lost one plate in the meantime, and in return we got a kill. I think Yasuo should have recalled. Let's see if this works. He's gonna give it away. That was a really bad play to go for. I probably should not have followed them there. Let's see if I can get out now. Yeah, that was a really bad play to go for. I do not know why I followed them there. That is my fault for listening to my teammates when it was a bad call. I think the first thing that went wrong is we just got Yasuo a decent lead. We picked up an assist. We pushed in his way for him. Gave him the opportunity to recall and get back to lane. And instead of utilizing that time he had to get a free recall in, he ran bot. So that was my fault for even thinking that we could have fought there. And then the next thing is I'm clearing this control ward so that they don't know he's coming. He just runs straight in. They have plenty of time to react. Karthus has time to run down bot. Ollie has time to run down bot. At the end of the day, it's my fault as well because I made the bad decision with this. I should have known better.
Let's
see if we can get anything here. Definitely unfortunate that we're only getting one kill here. I misplayed that for sure though. Could have been able to land up my W. Good shutdown though. I'll take it. I think we could have done Dragon to here well because none of them had recalled yet. We could have ran Dragon, taken that right away. I think I will take the opportunity while they're recalled though to kind of walk into this jungle, get some deep wards down. I think our win condition right now is just late game. I think they kind of just have the better team, so they have the upper hand in that sense. But if we just have better champions late game, we have a chance. The other problem though is it's not as if their late game is not good. I think our late game is better, but their late game is still pretty good. Ran around and got himself killed there. The Yasuo's 0-3, Vayne's 0-3. Hope they can turn that around soon enough.
That's their problem.
I have half of my team's killed, which is not good. We have a good wombo though with me and Yasuo. We have that to look forward to. I don't think we fight this. We don't know where their whole team is. Let Yasuo die. think I landed that Q. I think without my heal there, he probably dies. Anytime Karthus ults and doesn't get a kill, that's a moment to celebrate. I think we need to group up though and defend. I think we can defend, even though we're not at that late game stage yet. This is not defending. This is visiting. How many times am I gonna kill this guy while he's invisible this game? Let's get my Zeke's on my vein before I forget. Got a bunch of shutdowns this game. Again, I really wish I was playing a mage. We need the AP. Oh, I forgot about that actually. We don't have any AP damage pretty much. That is going to hurt us a lot. Maybe late game isn't our win condition because you don't have that AP. They just have to stack armor. Let's see if they realize that though. You'd be surprised how many times you run into a team that just doesn't utilize the fact that they are up against a full AD or full AP team. Okay, they are also not doing super well as far as extending their lead in the macro aspect of the game. Or they're picking up more kills than we are. They're 5 kills up on us. But they haven't picked up a single dragon yet. They haven't gotten Rift Herald. They've only gotten the outer towers. Actually, they haven't even gotten mid. We're doing okay. I don't think that this game is over. Even though it looks a little grim at the moment, we could definitely come back and win this game. Then we can defend this. Let's see. They don't have great siege. They have a lot of melee champions and not a lot of wave clear either. Okay, those are some good things that we can kind of point out as ways we can get back into this game. I'd also really like it if I could get some teammates to kind of follow me so I can get some deeper vision. At the moment, I can kind of just go into the river and that's about it. Darius has a 250 gold shutdown on him. Probably well worth using Ignite ulti on him. Actually, do they even need me at all? Let alone my Ignite ulti. Alright. Ooh. That's tragic. Okay, I mean, the shutdown for a kill there is fine. Oh, not quite enough damage. Okay, very overeager there for me to walk up or to flash over and try to punch him off there. I will say that was the first time, however, that I noticed the big nerf there to the R, or rather the change to the R, because they did buff other aspects of it. But the half-second delay really affected me there. I was not able to just immediately go onto the Akali. She had a half-second window to kind of maneuver around and potentially get her in a better situation to escape that. Luckily, she didn't do a fantastic job of it. Kind of just like ran around within the red buff area. She was still able to get out. I don't think that the ult change was the reason that she got out, but it was something that I had to take into account there, and I almost forgot to take it into account. Pretty unfortunate I wasn't able to pick up the kill on Akali though. That does suck. That would have been another really nice kill to pick up. And the other thing that sucks is not necessarily that I wasn't able to pick up the kill, because the kill on someone like Rakan isn't going to do a whole lot. The part that sucks is the fact that I used my flash and now I don't have that ult to engage. Gotta be careful here. They do have hard engage. I don't have my ulti up, and with that half-second window, I can't hard engage as much. Rakan's hard engage is very predictable now. See him pop the ulti, and you have plenty of time to run away. Half-second is a lot in a video game. What should our main focus be? Probably actually probably a Kaisa. I think even though Akali's KDA looks nicer to a certain extent, oh, Vayne was not here. This fight would have been a lot smoother had she been here. Wait, did Vayne just flash into the Akali there? Wait. I think Vayne flashed in there. Interesting. So that fight was actually really well. So it started off with the Yasuo catching out the Karthus, right? Perfect engage in my opinion. I was able to follow up. The follow-up wasn't as fast because of the ult change once again, right? I'm gonna keep mentioning that every time I notice it having a significant difference, impact rather. But I think overall, like, the ulti that I was able to get off was still fine because they were all focusing on Yasuo initially, so they didn't quite worry too much about me. I was able to get a decent ulti in there. I think the fight was really well. If we just have our Vayne there, we probably win. I don't know where Vayne was. I thought she was here. Apparently she was in the side lane trying to farm. Classic ADC move there. Very unfortunate. Now we're 9 kills down, 10 kills down. See if we can pull this game back some. I think, again, I did point out a few things earlier that are kind of on our side. The fact that they don't have great siege and they don't have great wave clear. It definitely benefit us. I think the only way that they have the ability to siege is if they get Baron. It's fairly early. Like, a 21 minute Baron is fairly early. I don't know if they can quite do that. I don't think they even have a fast Baron. I would like to get some vision on it though. I've controlled this objective a little bit more. I'd rather my team walks over here with me. I don't think that yet. Good thing he didn't go on that. We don't have eyes on anybody. What I was saying though is I'd rather have my team follow me and get vision with me for Baron. But I'm pretty sure they're in the dragon area at the moment. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's where they are. If that's the case, then I can walk up to Baron pretty freely. You have redemption and 350 gold. That'll be a decent power spike. I don't think we need to be out here though. There's no reason for us to fight them in a 5v5. Just out open on the map. Absolutely no reason. I'm just gonna try to ping as much as I possibly can. Our goal right now, considering how far ahead they are, our goal is to fight underneath the tower. That'll be our best bet. Let's see if they make a mistake, and let's see if they can, in fact, siege. I don't think they have great siege. See this? They push in the wave, but they can't follow it up. They back up immediately. Okay, Akali's top. This might be a decent time to engage. Okay, pretty good so far. Three for one so far. Nasus wasn't here. Okay, so 3 for 2, and they have the push. So, okay, where did Yasuo go? I don't think we win that. I think at the end of this fight, when all is said and done, we actually kind of lost it, which is pretty unfortunate. I'm gonna help peel for my guy here, though. No fight. I'm helping you get out. So, right there, I think what I noticed is after the changes, probably your best bet. I think your best bet is to kind of just wait for your ultimate, right? Don't try to make big flashy engages after the Rakan changes when your flash isn't up. It's just not really possible now without people seeing it from a mile away. So what I think is best to do now. Let me see what's buying here. I think Shreyla's is good. More CDR, and it's also gonna give me some more AP. We need AP. I think the main goal is only make flashy engages when your flash is up. And your goal is to wait off screen. Because between your R movement speed, your flash, and your W, you can gap close on people from like a screen away. So if I'm here and they're over here, they won't see my engage coming. I can get my movement speed started up, I get my ulti started up, and I can get rid of that half-second window before they ever see me. I think from now on, that's gonna be kind of the go-to strat. And then when your when your flash isn't up, oh that sucked. You got Baron. Busy talking to actually notice that. It's okay. when your ulti isn't up, you just have to kind of focus more on peeling. Just kind of dump things down a little bit. Don't try to do too much. I think that's gonna be the goal. Okay. I think that might be game, actually. If he can pull me, very tragic. Alright, very tragic. The way I saw right there is if Nasus and Yasuo get picked, the game's over anyways. So my thought process was I at least go and I attempt to see if I can pick up a kill. If we kill Nat, or if we are able to kill Darius, maybe we could fight a 5v4 or something like that. Unfortunate. I would say as a whole, I played pretty well. I would also say that as a whole, the changes felt okay. Before these changes, you never really had an opportunity to make flashy engages because the W was just so slow. The movement speed from the ult was so slow, right? So you didn't have a lot going for you. I think the changes as a whole actually make Rakan viable again. I don't think he's not going to be OP. He's not going to be super bad. He's going to be right in the middle. I think we definitely also figured out kind of a way to play around the fact that there is that half-second window. It took us a while, but we were able to kind of figure out the bread and butter of how you're going to be able to make it work still, like the go-to strategy. That is good. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this performance. Not too upset about the loss. If you guys were able to enjoy this video, make sure that you, again, leave a like on the video if you have not done so already. Also, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, or if you're new to the channel. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys who did stick around to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
I could do this all day, I could do this all night, all month, all year, for my whole entire life. Who you know got a home, but seen to live on the road, looking like a black gypsy in a caravan.